Hello, good morning. Hope you're all doing well on this rainy day. Well, I guess I could actually open my window up. Just don't want it to be too bright, but yeah, nice clouds out there. And I have my other windows open so I can see my tree in the front yard, and yeah, just feeling good about this. I wanted to come on and do a reading. It's been way too long. So without further ado, I'm reading for the collective or individuals in the collective. As we often know, it fits for more than one person in the way that it gets brought through. And these readings are for the highest good of all and harm to none, connecting with those beings of light. Thank you for watching over us, guys, angels, ancestors, interdimensional beings, and spirit guides, earth elementals. Take only what resonates for you. Don't give your power away to tarot cards or oracle cards in this case. All right, so far we have 14, which is number 5, a drifter, experiencing life as it comes. So painting a picture of people that are, individuals that are drifting between realms, it looks like, on a sailboat. Experiencing life as it comes is a message for that card. So I'll show them to you in a minute. I'm just gonna get one more from this Shaman's Dream deck. Oh, okay. And then we got Cosmic Womb, the Divine Feminine, number 6. Here, first I'll show you Drifter. So beautiful. Just this like really, kind of almost like reminds me of the night sky. You know, just really lots of emerald and blue energies, and then of course there's the ocean element, so water is a supporting element helping us to experience life as it comes. So water can be really symbolic for emotions, and it's almost like I see like a orb, like a moon-like planet on top, so very experiencing life as it comes through our intuition, which the moon often represents, and kind of like the unseen. So yeah, I love that energy to start. And then second one is the Cosmic Womb, the Divine Feminine. So pretty. Such a beautiful energy. So this is, it's kind of hard to see. I'll post a picture of the cards in the comments, but it's almost like a rose energy in the middle, but just like fractal, very fractal and crystalline, very like airy element with the clouds, being in the clouds. So it's almost like, yeah, just this really soft, like nourishing, you know, airy hug feeling from this one with the Cosmic Womb, the Divine Feminine. So I love that. And then we have Hollow Bone, Teachability. So this is just kind of like the start of our story, you know, maybe this one goes to a 10, which is end of cycles. And then the Hollow Bone, and though I'm not entirely like an expert in shamanism, I know that the hollow bone is resonant to like becoming a vessel to be able to receive information from higher realms, greater truth, Christ consciousness, or however you want to say, however you believe that, you know, greater connection to be. And so this is guiding us that we're ending old cycles and becoming more, making our bodies, our vessels, more available to be able to receive messages for higher consciousness. So I love that. So much beautiful energy to start. So I'm just waiting to see where I want to go next, if I want to do another. I think I'd like to do a challenge with the Shaman's Oracle, so we'll do that. Any challenging energies to this beautiful journey that the collective is on. Drifting, taking life as it comes, feeling the support of the divine feminine and becoming able to be teachable through our clearing and cleansing our vessels. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we got Joyful Muse as the challenge and one other card. So inspiration is a challenge, which, you know, I get that one. Can certainly be. And then Stranger Curiosity is the other one that came out for challenge. So yeah, I mean, the way I'm receiving this is that a lot of us, we could have creative blocks because of maybe places in our lives where we've confined ourselves to believe we had to be something or for someone, you know, kind of, whether it was conscious or not, or unconscious, maybe placing ourselves into a confining place where we don't have that connection with the inspiration so easily. So, but this is 33, so, and it's also a challenge is a great way to kind of support us through transformation. And so this cat is, I mean, that's what the challenges are for, is to teach us. So like we were saying with the Hollowbone and the last one, teachability, that's kind of what we're being called to do, is to allow ourselves to be conscious of the cycles we've created in our lives that haven't served us or that have confined us from being our true and fully free selves. And so this inspiration and this Joyful Muse is like ready to come out. It's like our inner kid that's just like wanting to be able to live life every day how they want to do, like, you know, waiting really patiently of like, can we go on the ride I want to go on? And for so long we've kind of been conditioned to tell that inner kid, like, no, you cannot go on that ride. You need to do the responsible things, you know, do everything that society or family or whoever has told us we should be doing. So it's almost like building a relationship, learning from this inner kid, practicing forgiveness for our other parts who maybe put this inner kid inside in the back and didn't listen to them. So I've been doing the Ho'oponopono prayer a lot lately with I love you, please forgive me, I forgive you, I'm sorry, I wish you well. And you can add I love you in there too, because that just, I think, even more so like helps us to have that really heart-centered connection with those that we've maybe been in difficult cycles with, whether that's ourselves or someone else. So yeah, that, I think it's a really important time to be going through that challenge of kind of becoming our truest selves and letting out the inspiration. And then the stranger curiosity, this is like that part of us that we're a stranger to because we've been so living based on the confines of, you know, whether we put on ourselves or other people put on us or society put on us, that there are these parts of us that we don't really know. We're getting to know. It's like our shadow is like, we're starting to be okay with our shadow and realize like our power is in that shadow. Maybe the difficult things we had to go through that did cause us to confine ourselves. This power of getting to know that stranger is like, that's where all the creativity, that's where when we follow and leave from our heart space by our inner kid's guidance, we then have that authenticity and just like the purposeful, like, that's what's meant to be shared here, is the things that we went through with our shadow to transmute. So I love that. Okay, so thank you, Spirit, for that. And let's do one animal just to see if we have any specific animal spirit guide messages. Hope you're all doing well, and I know things with energy lately can be a little up and down, but just know that, like, I love when rain comes like this. I'm in California, so maybe other parts of this country aren't getting so much rain right now, but we're getting a lot of rain, and it's so helpful because it's just cleanses everything, helps us to kind of be okay with taking time inward, you know, not feeling we have to go and do everything all the time. So I love that about the rain. Okay, and this is from the Animal Apothecary. So any animal supporting energies. We got 2. Okay. Oh, 3. All right. So we have, ooh, I love that. Okay. Attract through glowing. So this is like the firefly, and then there's like a beetle at the bottom. So I actually don't know this card by heart, so I'm gonna look up, I'm guided to look at the book for that one. But then we have Let Go Berry, which looks like a mosquito, and the coffin, and someone gardening with like a rainbowish thing. So, and that's number 8, so a lot of change. But this is definitely like symbolic of those old parts of us that, you know, protective parts that maybe we were allowing to drive the car of our life out of fear. And so we're not trying to like get rid of those parts necessarily. Maybe if there are ones that are like bully parts in us, we can tell them like, hey, knock it off, you're not welcome here. But most of those parts are just protector parts of us that are trying to keep us from, you know, being judged or being misunderstood, or, you know, whatever it is for each of us. We all have our stuff. So, but anyways, the message is to let go and bury the old stories, like the old traumas, maybe the old, not that we can't, that we need to like bury it before we do the actual process of feeling it. Like that's really important, to honor the feelings, let ourselves release, but also like knowing that it's purposeful. It's because we're transmuting this emotions and this trauma. It's not just to gawk at it and stay stuck there. So welcome the emotions coming up if they're coming up for you, as you're letting go of old chapters, old cycles, and also be ready to know that we're getting the message it's time to let go and bury. And attracting through glowing, which I love for the creativity aspect of it being our challenge. That like, yeah, when we let our inner hearts like desires and creativity come out, we are attracting through that glow. We're starting to pull things into us that are really authentic and align with us. And so it's often a big challenge to have to go and face, you know, all the perceptions, and we do make that change and start to follow our own kind of true north. People in our family, people in our life, friends, you know, whatever, might not understand or get why you're living differently, why you're doing things differently. And so I just want to honor that and name that, because I think some of us very much have to go through that, and also know that, you know, it's a lesson too, to like love those people and know that they're at their level of awareness and forgive them, and know that it's your job to be here to glow and attract in what you really care about, what you really want. It's your life, it's no one else's life. So, and then this leads to this beautiful unknown gift. So I just love all the rainbows in this deck. There's a lot of celestial energy, that so it's like this gift is coming from the cosmos, and maybe you know, ancestors, could be even past versions of you. So love that. Okay, I'm gonna do one more pull, one more energy supporting us from the Wild Unknown Archetype deck, to add on any extra. I'm gonna do a flipper. I'm not feeling that. So let's do one that flips, please, to know it's really meant for us. Ooh, and all of its authenticity. Whoa, okay, yep, thank you. We got 2 of them. Ooh, the mask and the sword. Look at how similar those color schemes are too. And they're both like color and then shadow, dark. So I like that. It's definitely, but actually if I had him upright, it would be one is like the mask is like, you know, that energy that we were putting on to kind of, whether it's save face or protect ourselves, and then it's like the shadow we have to learn from, like we were talking about. And then the sword, if it's upright, it's almost like it the energy shifts this way a little bit. So, and it looks like we have a lightning energy, almost like a sunset, like a purple, orange, yellow, beautiful sunset. And so definitely lightning, a lot of energy, a lot of electricity in this card. And I don't know if it's like a sun and a moon, so maybe like duality, but I love, that's another one I'm going to get the message for. Okay, so let's check out first the attract through glow card, and then we'll look at that archetype meaning. Okay. 18. So lightning bug. Notice how plain and unassuming the lightning bug is in the light of sun, yet in the darkness he becomes his most magnificent, brilliant self. It's his glow that we all yearn to experience. His glow is magnetic and attracts. His inner light is what lights up other lightning bugs and connects him to what he desires. In receiving lightning, another lightning reference to with that last card we got, lightning bug's medicine, you are being challenged to glow up and attract. Lightning bug uses his glow for many reasons, but one main reason is to connect with other lightning bugs and to attract his mate. So whether you are in the stages of attracting your beloved or just trying to level up in the world, lightning bug's medicine teaches us that we brighten our glow by enhancing others' glow. Our inherent being doesn't just desire, but needs to be loved and heard by others. This card challenges us to enhance our relationship with others, and in doing so, we live a more fulfilling version of ourselves. When we are seen, heard, and respected by others, we not only feel amazing, but we glow more intensely. How do we improve our relationships with others? Research has shown that when we focus on the positive qualities of others, we begin to experience their positive qualities constantly. This medicine asks you to start a daily journal practice by writing down the aspects you love and admire in others. You will not only begin to see these glowing qualities in others in abundance, but their glow will enhance your glow. Practice this for at least a week and watch yourself and the people you wrote about glow up. Beautiful. So I love that. That's such a, in kind of facing head on these, kind of shaping relationships in our life that have really like both supported us to become who we are and also combined us in some ways at times. I think that's really a beautiful part about like having acceptance and forgiveness. And a lot of times it's maybe like that we had our own perceptions of how people should be in our lives, and so we have to forgive ourselves even in that process. But when we can reconcile that, it really allows us to just love people for who they are and have a more realistic view of who they are and not expect them to be something they're not, or to be like, and just appreciate what they have to bring to your life. And so I love that. I love that energy of kind of like finding the positive in the people and noticing that, because it does help us to just feel that deep gratitude for the connections in our life that have been, well, sometimes like conflicted, while sometimes feelings about that relationship can be conflicting, it also is something that's really helped us to grow. And a lot of us are finding that, knowing that we were brought these relationships to heal something within ourselves ultimately. So, yes, love that. And then let's check out the sword with the lightning, because that's a theme that I really am. And I don't think I've ever gotten the sword card before, but I know in tarot it's like passion, every connection with like the Ace of Swords is like that, like the passionate endeavor, like, you know, could even be like a passionate love. And so I love that for this reading, because that is what it's all coming to, is like the shadow work we've been doing isn't connecting us with this deep passion in an authentic way, and maybe even aligned relationships that are more aligned for us, or the same relationships that transform, because they're better able to support the more truthful us that's not wearing the mask. So let's see, the sword, 189. I was kind of waiting until the rain stopped so I could walk my dog, and it did stop. So now he like knows he's ready. So you might hear him sharing his little dog song in the background. Marlowe. He would be right here probably if I didn't have all my cards laid out. Okay. The knife, the blade, the weapon. Ooh, to use this sword is to decide. The blade separates one reality from another. The choice is made, and all else falls away. If you find the sword in your grasp, you can no longer hesitate. Sorry, don't mind my dog, just watching another dog walk by. Marlo, we'll go soon. We'll go soon. Okay. If you find the sword in your grasp, you can no longer hesitate. This weapon requires a clear, decisive mind and willingness to act. An onlooker may think the sword bearer is hasty and violent, but the most compassionate and responsible gesture is one that is honest, swift, and accurate. Marlo, Our first encounter with the sword is at birth, when the cord we share with the mother is cut. This moment defines our separation from her and begins our journey of becoming ourself. We must make these cuts again and again. If we are to grow, decisions shape our life, and the sword is an infinite shaper of destiny. Ooh, I love that for this reading. So yeah, we're getting really nimble with our sword. Of like, I couldn't think of a better adjective but we're better able to wield that sword responsibly and with discernment. And so yeah, this is your life. This is your power. This is like your ability to protect your life force energy, and it's your ability to also say yes to things that inspire you and that you feel that heart aligned connection with, or just, you know, hopefulness, excitement. And so we all have those unique keys within ourselves of what lights us up, and that is what is needed here on this earth right now. And so by listening to that and not suppressing it anymore, you are actually bringing the one thing that no one else could bring. So when light, cutting through what is essential; when dark, hasty, backstabbing, dull, and painful blade. So yeah, I think it's easy to go, you know, the scales can tip depending on how we move through that. And, you know, there's always a lesson, no matter whether we you know, accept something or don't. Like, we're going to learn something from it. So, and some of the energy with it is boundary making, prioritizing, and clarifying are all gestures made possible by the sword. The sword is a metaphor for the pen and the brush, the artist's fierce and graceful tools. So also that creativity of like, yes, channeling that energy of the lessons you've been through in life, and using the artist's brush as a way to kind of translate that, or the pen to share that story. So yeah, I'm someone that's always been deeply inspired by creativity and artists and musicians, and I'm more in an era now of where this is very much fits, where I'm kind of like letting myself be more creative and trusting in that and letting that inner kid out. And so yeah, I just wanted to share that wherever you're at on that journey, this is a really encouraging message to keep going. Like, you're doing amazing, and wherever you're at is the right place to be, because there's lessons for us everywhere. Contemplate the Buddhist philosophy of the first and second arrow. Swing the sword once with precision and commitment. More than that will be painful for everyone involved. So it's kind of like that message of, if we harm another, we're harming ourselves ultimately. And so throughout eons of generations, there's been, you know, lots of war and fighting and killing, and it always has an impact on the person that does the killing ultimately, too, on if not even like a conscious level, on a like soul, spiritual level. So yeah, just knowing that we can go a little overboard if we don't have that balance of like, and the integrity of why are we cutting something, and it only needs to be done once they're suggesting in some of these situations. So yeah, I love that. And all right, I'm getting a call for one more. So let's do the Starseed Oracle, just because I shuffled it and got it all ready, and it's a beautiful deck. I just love the energies on the colors of it. It's these soft, beautiful. Oh, don't need that many. So one card, please, to wrap up the message for today. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, that was two, but that's okay. We'll take it. Oh, double mission. Light worker starseeds, serve the world by being you. So this is another message from your guides to be you, and you're on a double mission. You're here not only for your own life, to know that you're worthy to live a happy and fulfilling and free life, free from fear and full of love, but also you're helping the planet ascend, and the collective consciousness ascend when you do that. So it's a double mission. You're actually maybe have other lifetimes where this is what you were brought here for, to do, to go through the hero's journey and find your own triumph in the end. And then lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything aligned must go. So yeah, that's definitely a time. This recent 11/11 portal we had was significant for this veil lifting. You know, things like 3i Atlas in the orbit of the sun, and like, you know, just lots of things are kind of becoming more and more obvious that we're not the only ones here, and yeah, that there's a consciousness greater than us. And so it looks like in this picture there's like a city where she's separating the veil from, and she's, you know, covered in stars. So maybe she's connected with her cosmic origins. Once that veil is lifting, she can see the truth in things. And so yeah, regardless of what you believe, I think it's a really powerful time to be alive and to be sharing. I mean, obviously we know there's a lot of things that are happening that are kind of chaotic out in the collective, and now more than ever we need more people. I mean, we have more people, I should say, reframe that. We have more people that are connected with their higher selves and being guided by that, and bringing weaving light into everything. And so just know it all matters. You matter. Your actions are so significant. Like, you change just by being you and letting out your frequency and being okay with that, kind of unapologetically now for a lot of us, as we've done a lot of work, is affecting and influencing people in rooms you walk into that you don't even know about. And so it is yeah, limitless, the amount that you're helping and changing things in your own unique way. So anyways, I hope you love this reading, and let me know what you think, and take good care of yourselves. All right, be well. Bye.